Okay, next, application of nanotechnology in industry. So basically dalam subtopik ni kita akan belajar more to nanoscience, nanotechnology, the new technology that been developed, which is in nanotechnology that is very very small. So let's dive to in. So first of all, we learn about nanoscience. So nanoscience is a study on processing of substance at nanoscale. They are between 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. So basically untuk SPM ni, any type of question, any type of definition, for example, ada je dia bercakap masuk dia ni, probability dia akan masuk, akan ada, mungkin dia akan masuk. And then next, nanotechnology. So nanotechnology is a development of substance or gadgets using the properties of nanoparticle. So macam nanoscience tadi, nanoscience ni adalah satu pembelajaran mengenai process of substance dalam nanoscale, scale yang kecil. Tapi nanotechnology pula, dia adalah development. Dia dah jadi sebuah teknologi yang menggunakan nanoparticle. So tu antara beza dua benda ni. So kita tak boleh macam macam tertukar lah, mana satu nanoscience, mana satu nanoteknologi. So ingat macam tu je. So nanoscience dia still merupakan suatu pembelajaran lagi. Tapi nanoteknologi tu dia bukan lagi satu pembelajaran. Dia sudah jadi satu development of product, which is the product is using the nanoparticle, properties of nanoparticle. So basically this is the size of nanomaterial. So from 10 negative 9 until 10 negative 7. It's really really small. So now we will learn about application of nanotechnology in our daily life. So antara application dia adalah semiconductor and electronic. So semiconductor and electronic, sebab apa lagi bagus kalau kita pakai nanoteknologi ni? Sebab it's more smaller and more efficient semiconductor. Plus it has high conductivity wiring system. Then energy and electricity pula is smaller and more efficient solar cell. And finally is long lasting batteries because of its size, just small and use lesser energy. So because of that it will longer the life of the battery. And then the textile or kain lah, water, fire and dirt resistant fabrics, anti-wrinkle and UV protective fabrics. So ni pasal textile ni ada keluar dekat soalan SPM Tampas. Soalan objektif, dia bagi macam satu baju, lepas tu soalan tu berkaitan dengan nanoteknologi ni, berkaitan pasal anti-wrinkle cloth. And next, medical. So it is highly sensitive testing device, so more effective drug delivery system. Next, agriculture, more effective pesticides and highly efficient throughout fertilization. And finally, food is nanoscale food additive and 3 microbiome food packaging. So this is the development in the field of nanotech. Ni contoh dia macam graphene sheet. So graphene sheet, kita ada, as we know, graphene is made out of carbon. So this is the carbon atom and this is the bond. So this bond is bonded by covalent bond. So this is one of the example development in the field of nanotech. So just now we just learned about graphene, right? So now we will learn about the physical properties of graphene. There are 6 physical properties of graphene. One of it is strong and hard. It's transparent, good conductor of heat and electricity. It's elastic, impermeable, and very low electrical resistance. So macam mana kita nak ingat? First of all, kita ingat physical properties. So graphene, strong and hard. So kalau korang jawab contoh soalan, what is the physical properties of graphene? If you guys answer strong as the first point and hard as a second point, it will still be counted as 1 marks because it is the same point. So what I suggest is that you to write the strong and hard, transparent, or you guys could answer good conductor of heat and electricity, and vice versa, it very low electrical resistance. Why does graphene is a good conductor of heat and electricity? It is because graphene has very low electrical resistance. So that's one of the way that you guys can remember the physical properties of graphene. And then next we will learn about chemical properties of graphene. So graphene sheet burn at a low temperature than graphite. So graphene is the most reactive carbon allotropes. So basically korang kena ingat je, graphite sheet burns lower temp than graphite. Then next we will look at the uses of graphene. So uses of graphene, there's 6 uses of graphene, which is electronics, sensors, biomedical, polymer and composites, membrane, energy. So we will look at the electronic first. So electronic, the arrangement of atoms in graphene enable it to be a superior conductor. And then next, sensor, graphene has high surface area. And biomedical, sensors, tissue engineering, medicine delivery system. Then polymer, high mechanical strength makes graphene suitable for polymer composite materials. Then membrane, water filtration, separating water from gaseous mixture. So what it does is suitable for being a membrane. As you can see the physical properties just now, which is impermeable. Impermeable ni maksud dia tak boleh ditembus, sebab tu dia boleh digunakan sebagai membrane. And finally energy, battery that lasts longer, flexible and strong. And this is the final subtopic of this chapter 5, which is application of green technology in industrial waste management. So as you can see, green technology is a technology or application developed to minimize the negative effects of harmful human activities. So there is another one definition that you guys need to remember. So guys, for SPM, as I see just now, the question of definition can be anything as long as it is stated in the textbook. The question can be come out in the paper, so just prepare, and after the trial just answer as many trial paper as you can to look what is the most popular definition question that being repeated regularly in the trial question. Inshallah it will come out in the SPM, but it's not 100% sure yet. So this is the green technology sectors and the application involved. So energy supply, renewable energy such as solar, hydro, geothermal and wind. Transportation, vehicle using alternative fuel. Alternative fuels, for example, electric vehicle, EV, Tesla. Then buildings, use of environmentally friendly building materials and energy saving buildings. Then waste and wastewater management, recycling and landfill. Then agriculture and forestry, use of compost and forest preservation. So industry, use of energy efficient tools and technology. So kita tengok pula green technology in waste and wastewater management. Kita ada waste disposal site management and wastewater treatment. So green technology is utilized in waste. So green technology ni bukan sahaja diguna dalam sektor-sektor macam kenderaan, buildings, energy supply, tapi dia juga diguna dalam sektor waste, sektor pembuangan, bahan pembuangan. So ni contoh dia, solid waste. So dia dikeluarkan jadi composting organic solid waste. So ni adalah dia punya proses lah. Daripada solid waste ni pergi solid waste collection and waste sorting center. At waste sorting center, it will be divided to go to recycling, to landfill, to incineration, which is one of its process. And then it can produce electricity, which is methane gas recovery. And then we will look at the wastewater management. So kalau macam ni tadi adalah waste management. Atas ni waste management, sampah yang solid waste. And then bawah ni kita akan tengok pasal wastewater, pasal air pula, macam mana air tu diuruskan. So first of all, wastewater is pumped in, screening of solid waste. So then next process, electrocoagulation process, and then solid and wastewater settlement process, and then collection of sludge is contohlah dalam wastewater ni macam ada macam ni air kan, ni bika, ni air. Contoh macam ada ketulan. So sludge ni so ketulan ni akan berkumpul jadi satu ketulan besar dan mendak ke bawah. So itulah sludge. And then collection of sludge, and then further treatment of wastewater, finally discharge of effluent to the water source. So this is the process of how wastewater is managed. Then the importance of green technology in our life. So the importance of green technology: cleaner source of energy, more effective waste management, improved standards of living, spearheading innovation and mitigating global warming. So katakanlah ada soalan keluar, the importance of green technology. So it's more like to soalan kebat lah. But if you guys want to remember I'm not sure if it is acceptable if we do not use the answer from the textbook. But I can suggest to you guys that just take the easy example. For example, cleaner source of energy. We know that green technology, the aim of green technology is to have cleaner source of energy. If back then we use coal, we use fuel, is need lot of process. For example, combustion, which it will have negative impact to our climate change, to our environment. And then we have the idea of green technology. So terang-terang lah apa function green technology sebenarnya ni, to have a cleaner source of energy. So and then we can relate it. When we have the cleaner source of energy, it will improve standards of living. So it's relatable. So we need to think like that. Okay guys, so that's the end of chapter 5. So this is the summary of chapter 5, which is we learn about oil and fat, soaps and detergent, food additive, medicine and cosmetic, and nanotechnology and green technology. So basically last year I usually found in my trial, in MRSM trial, there is question about soaps and detergent. Then soaps and detergent, apa lagi, medicine, food additive. So I cannot say to you guys what will come out, because I'm not a teacher, I'm still a student. So just focus in class, what your teacher told you, or what your teacher tell you, what your teacher emphasize, what your teacher focus during the class. Maybe it's a clue that you will come out during SPM or during this trial. So as I see, you guys can take an assessment from the self-assess 5.6, because it's easier, so that you can Google the past paper, trial past paper, to look at the type of question. So that's all from me.